So you already experienced the wrench, right? The service wrench?
Yes.
It kind of spooked you, didn't it?
Yeah, it was right there. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people, they don't know about those.
Photo adventures is on the road.
Hey everyone, Chris here with Moto Photo Adventures, and yesterday was my last ride with Trinity. I'm sure you saw the video about that. Today, it's going to be my first ride with the new Aprilia Tuareg 660. Other than a couple of test rides at the dealership and riding at home last night, this will be my first trip. But I literally bought this bike with 598 miles on it. So it's time for the 600-mile first tune-up, first service. Yeah. And the nearest Aprilia dealership for me is down at Savannah, Southeast Motorcycles. So we are going to run down to Savannah real quick. Take about an hour and 45 minutes and be there when they open so we can get the first service done. I could do the oil change and you know, a few bits and pieces myself, but I really just want an official Aprilia dealership to do a thorough run through of the bike and make sure everything is top notch, because we've got a big trip coming up. We'll tell you about that soon. Guys, we made it to Southeast Motorcycle. This place looks really cool. I'll take you inside, show you around a little bit, but it looks like I'm the first one here. Little Aprilia Tuareg is gonna get in for her first service. Absolutely rode like a dream on the way down here from Charleston. About an hour, 35, 40 minutes. Just a beautiful morning for a ride. Suspension was great, no twitchiness at all on the steering. Just a fantastic experience. Suspension was fantastic. That nice gurgle from the muffler was great. Yeah, looking forward to putting this baby through her paces. Still need a name, haven't come up with a name. You guys leave a comment down below and let me know. Look at this showroom. You guys do have a lot of Aprilias.
Yes sir, #1 dealership, Aprilia dealership in the US.
This is my new best friend Nate. Say hi, Nate.
How you doing?
What you doing?
Just checking in your unit for your first service.
This is the first service. You're supposed to do it when?
You're supposed to do it around 600 miles.
Nice. What are we at now?
You are currently at, there we go, 710. So that is perfect.
I left this morning with about 600 on it. Picked it up from the dealership yesterday, about 590. And yeah, first thing she's gonna get done is this tune-up. And what do you guys do again?
So we do an oil change, go over the chain, make sure it's tight, lubricate it, clean it, make sure we torque every bolt down on it from front to back, and pretty much make sure it's the perfect machine it's supposed to be.
And I learned something interesting. You said when it shipped from the factory for its first few hundred miles, I guess for protection of the engine, it uses a different oil?
It does. It has, we call it braking oil. It's just a little bit thinner than what is usually in it. That way it can get the proper tolerances in the motor. We swap all that out and make sure that it's got the right amount of metal in it. And then after that, you're set to go for a couple thousand miles.
So that's when I can start revving and popping wheelies?
You know, yes and no. It depends on where you are, I guess.
We can unleash beast mode after this this next tune-up. So
exactly.
Okay.
Hey, I just met George. Hi, George.
Hey, good to meet you.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the coffee offer, but I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Okay.
What's next door?
It's sunny side up.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Yeah, it's like
a little diner.
Yeah, yeah.
How long have you been here?
I've been here for a while. Yeah.
You look almost as old as me.
I'm older.
No.
Trust me.
Now, do I detect a little accent?
Yeah.
Where are you from originally?
Hungary.
Hungary. I've been to
How about you?
Romania, but never Hungary.
How about you?
I was born and raised in the Congo in Africa.
Okay.
You wouldn't have guessed that looking at me, would you?
You're German?
No. My parents are American.
Yeah.
But they worked in the Congo in Africa.
How you like the Aprilia?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. Just rode it down here from picking it up yesterday, and it's a beautiful bike. Look at all those Aprilias sitting right there. Have you ridden one?
I have not. No, I have not.
You look like your legs are about as short as mine.
Yeah, it's definitely a tall bike for me, but yeah, so we definitely have, I'm sure, one of the best inventories around, and we ship anywhere. All right.
I'm impressed. Southeast Motorcycle. Great cool.
Right.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, George.
Good meeting you.
So after dropping the bike off, they're working on it now. I ran next door to this really cool eggs Sunnyside Grill or something like that. Great little diner. Grab some brunch before I have to pick the bike up to ride home. And I'm also watching the premiere of our latest video, which is about my last 60,000 miles on the CB500X. Got a little veggie omelet. Got the premiere going on up here. The ambiance of this cool diner. Life is good. All right, the Tuareg is back from getting serviced. Tell me your name again?
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Taylor did some work on it for us, so everybody say hi to Taylor. So tell me everything. What all did we get done?
We changed the oil, the filter, the crush washer, the oil itself. We had to clean the chain up. We had to update it, clear the code, and it's good to go.
Awesome. So that little check engine light's gone now,
Yes,
huh?
sir.
That was bugging me.
Well, it is going to do that again when it's your next service.
Of course, of course. Thoughts on the bike?
Good bike. Good bike. Really good.
You get a lot of them in because of defects, don't you? No.
I think the only thing we've had so far was the fuel sending unit for one of them.
Okay.
Well, other than that, we haven't had many come in. We only had 2 come in for that. So.
That's an honest guy right there. I would have just been like, no, they never come in. Any recommendations for a new owner for Aprilia?
Just keep up with your service.
Okay.
A lot of guys don't. They like to go way over.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
keep up with your service.
The big one is valves, right?
Right. That's at I want to say it's 12,000 miles.
12,500 or something like
Give or
that.
take.
Yeah. Well, cool, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it. I'm
No
looking
problem.
forward to this.
Yes, sir.
All right, I found a new friend here. This place is really cool. They're very, very friendly. What's your name?
George.
George, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I asked at the front counter, I said, so who's your Tuareg expert or your Aprilia expert? And everybody looked at George. Why do you like these bikes?
I don't know. They just kind of found me. Kind of grew on me a little bit, you know.
Nice.
I've been here for 7 years. I've been working on Aprilia since 2018, so it's kind of grew on me.
Nice, very good. And do you do, you work on other Piaggio products too?
I do.
Okay.
I was Vespa certified before I was certified in Aprilia and Moto Guzzi.
Nice, very good. I've got a really good friend of mine who loves his Moto Guzzi, so I'm finally joining the Italian crew. So
Hey, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
These bikes here, these are great bikes. We have little to no problems with them, actually. You know, I had a couple that had a fuel sending unit fail, but that's about it.
Okay.
You know, so very up to date on everything with them as far as maps and technology wise. They're really good bikes.
Very cool.
And your bike has a lot of stuff on it, actually.
I know. I know. Let's see. We can list some of it. So it comes with the quick shifter, which is usually an upgrade.
It doesn't come with the quick shifter, but it has been installed.
Oh, correct. I'm sorry. Mine has the quick shifter, which was installed. It doesn't normally come with that. Has the heated grips, which don't normally come with it.
Yep.
The hand guards are an addition. All of the engine guards and bash plate and luggage rack.
And the center stand.
And the center stand, yeah. So
a lot of upgrades on here.
So I can tell my wife I saved like $2,000 just in buying this bike as opposed to new.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. I would totally agree with you on that.
All right. Well, can you show me a couple of things?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with this dashboard.
So you already experienced the wrench, right? The service wrench.
Yes.
It kind of spooked you, didn't it?
Yeah, it was right there. Yep.
Yeah. A lot of people, they don't know about those. So what they do is 600 miles and then 3,000 miles. It'll come on every 3,000 miles after your 600 mile service.
Okay.
It'll come on. It comes on as a bright orange color, but over time, if you don't get it serviced or you do the service yourself, it will turn red.
Okay.
So that lets you know that, hey, you're getting out your marker to have it serviced. So,
Right.
A lot of my customers, they do the service themselves. They bring it in. I hook it up to my pads unit, and I clear any codes that's in it,
Nice.
or do any updates, and then I clear the light for it.
Okay.
So it takes about 5 minutes.
Is there a charge for that service?
No, sir.
See,
It's all free.
that's called customer service right there.
So if you decide to service yourself and you call up, hey man, I need my light. I'm gonna tell you to come on in, give me about 5 minutes. I'll go through the engine and the dashboard and make sure everything's good to go.
Awesome, very good.
All right, so with this dashboard here, as you know, you can change your maps, of course, to off-road, individual, explore.
And you're pressing this button to get that?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, so if you want to go into your settings, you hold this button here.
Okay.
And this shows you your different ride modes.
Okay. So you can go in and customize them.
Yes. You can customize.
Or 2 of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can go in and customize your shift light,
Yeah.
your emergency brake, your hand left mode, and then you can turn your quick shifter
That shift light.
on and off.
At about 6,000 RPM, a little red light came on. That's what it is?
That's what it is.
Even though red line is way higher.
Yes, sir.
Can we bump that up?
Yeah, you can change that. So all you do is, I'm gonna go back. You hit to the right.
Yep.
You come down here, scroll through, and change your shift light. Now to the right, we'll go up.
Okay.
And then to the left, we'll go back.
Give me 7,000.
7,000?
Sure, why not?
All right, we can do 7,000.
Not that I'm going to be doing that all day, every day, but that red light kind of scared me, so.
Yes.
All right.
So you got your emergency brake,
Okay.
which is basically like an engine braking system setup.
Yeah.
Headlight mode.
I noticed that when I let off the throttle, it would really fast.
So you can change that actually in your riding mode.
Gotcha.
So your headlight mode, which is manual.
Yep. Got the button over there.
The button over here, where you can change the settings in it.
Okay. And the high beams are up here.
Yes, sir. Now the display. So if you're out in the sun or during the daytime, it's white.
Oh yeah.
At nighttime, it goes black.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Wasn't George the best? All of those guys, Nathan, everybody at the Aprilia dealership, Southeast Motorcycle, were freaking awesome. Friendliest, most knowledgeable experience I have had at a motorcycle dealership in a very long time. You guys should look them up if you're looking to buy a new motorcycle, especially if it's a Piaggio product, Moto Guzzi or Aprilia or Vespa or anything like that. They are the largest Aprilia dealer or largest Piaggio dealer in America. So they know their stuff. After George and I had our really nice tutorial, a conversation about the Aprilia, I shut the cameras off, and I wish I had, because something else came up, and then this came up, and that came up, and we just kept talking, and he told me all kinds of really good insights and information about this bike, about the engine and the origin of the engine, and how many different changes that Aprilia has gone through to make it a more solid, more reliable engine, and it is now rock solid. He had nothing but good things to say about it. And if you watched my CB500X video, you know, I mentioned that the water pump is known to occasionally leak. So, you know, just like that's a kind of a known product, he told me about a fuel injector sensor of some sort that occasionally That's the only thing he's ever seen mechanically that's had to be serviced on these bikes. And he's had a lot of them come in for maintenance and service and stuff like that. And he said that's the only thing he's ever seen. So he told me how to look out for it. And if it happens, you know, Aprilia gives you a 2-year warranty on their bikes. So he said, you're covered, man. You're good to go. And he gave me a great little insight. You know, a lot of you guys online have been talking about how after 3,000 miles, your little check engine light comes on and there's no way to clear that. There's no app or no, you know, sequence of buttons that you can push to clear that, except to take it to an authorized Aprilia dealership. And for most of you, you've been saying that the dealers charge $50 to $75 just to go in and, you know, scratch that error code off. And George was so cool. He's like, yeah, man, we take care of our people. We do it for free. Only takes 5 minutes. So that was really cool. It shows to me that this dealership truly believes in customer service. So I highly recommend them. And it's a beautiful day out. It's gotten to be about 10 degrees warmer, but I'm going to find some pretty back roads and take a nice leisurely ride back home. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you hit the like and subscribe button, and follow the channel, as we are now going to be doing all kinds of builds and product reviews and tutorials on the new Aprilia Tuareg 660. I can tell you just from my 2-hour and 45-minute ride down here, I am super impressed with this bike. It's so stable at highway speeds, but corners like a dream, and the suspension is plush but solid. You know, it has a very firm feel to it. The only two things I can think of that are negatives so far on this bike are the windscreen. It's not bad. It's actually pretty impressive for as small as it is. But you guys have seen my big touring windscreen that I have on my CB500X. It creates this big, beautiful bubble of still air all around me. The Tuareg's windscreen is a much smaller windscreen, much sportier, and I've got this nice little bubble right here, nothing on my chest. It's just barely touching my shoulders. But then right here, almost at the beak, it starts to buffet, especially on highway speeds. So I'll probably play around with that, either get the larger screen. They do make an aftermarket touring screen, as well as Tuareg. Aprilia makes their own windscreen for touring as well. That's a little bit larger, a little bit taller. So I'll experiment with that a little bit. And the other is the seat. It's actually a really nice material. It's very similar in feel to the one on the CB500X, but the Aprilia's seat is a lot narrower. Now that's a good thing if you're off-roading. So if you're doing stuff in the dirt and you want to move around on the bike, you know, throw your weight around to help you with the steering in loose dirt and stuff, that's a good thing. But on the long trek to get to the dirt, you know, you're just sitting on the bike. A little bit wider seat allows you to distribute that weight a little bit more, so you know, you don't get those pressure points quite as bad. I really had no problem with it. I mean, you know, all the way down in an hour and 45 minutes with no stops really wasn't a problem. And I'm going to ride all the way back, so no big deal. But it isn't quite, I mean, we're talking a percentage point or two, quite as comfortable as the Hondas, which of course is designed to be more street oriented for longer trips. The buttons, the tactile feel of all of the controls are super refined. Gosh, what else to tell you about this bike? I'm just glowing. I mean, it really is a pretty big step up for me from the CB500X, and I'm just super excited to be lucky enough to acquire one. It was the right price, it was the right time, and it's clearly the right bike. So thanks again for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you down the road.